I had to figure out all the things I did wrong on my last one.
Good morning and welcome to your third lesson in the AJS 37 Viggen conversion course. Do not press any buttons or switches unless instructed to. Today you will learn about the takeoff procedures and actually fly the aircraft for the first time.
Roach.
Before takeoff, always make sure the master mode selector is in mode nav.
Raj.
Make sure the HUD reflector glass is in the lower position in order to display the takeoff symbology. Confirm that the Spock autopilot light is on. If not, press the button labeled Spock to engage the autopilot damper.
Okay, we're good.
Because there is little wind today and good runway conditions, we do not have to make a manual course setting. The aircraft will automatically determine the initial course based off of the takeoff runway thanks to the pre-programmed airbase information from the data cartridge.
Okay.
Before you take off, we will briefly review the afterburner indicator. On the lower part of the front panel, there are 3 afterburner lights.
Roger.
1, 2, and 3 indicate which afterburner zone is selected on the throttle. On the right side of the front panel, there is a nozzle indicator gauge which indicates the state of the ejector nozzle or current afterburner zone active. Increase the throttle until the second afterburner zone light appears.
Okay.
Try to keep the aircraft aimed as straight as possible down the runway center line.
Okay, you're not going to tell me the speeds I'm looking for rotation or any of that? No? Okay. We can do it like this.
Start pulling back on the stick at around 270 kilometers per hour. Elevate until the flight path vector is on the same level as the top end of the longest pole of the pull track and maintain it there. This will give you a 30 degrees nose up attitude.
Okay.
Retract the landing gear by clicking the landing gear lever.
I gotta map that
Elevate
if I
the
haven't
HUD
already.
reflector glass to in-flight mode in order to display the HUD symbology when at lower angles of attack. Reduce thrust to military power by moving the throttle aft until you see the afterburner zone lights disappear. Level off at an altitude of 500 meters. The destination indicator will now display that the current waypoint has switched from LS, the start airfield, to the first navigation waypoint B1. Well done! This concludes the third lesson. Our next lesson will cover basic navigation.
I know I got a vertical speed indicator somewhere on this. I don't believe it doesn't have one. Where is it? You don't need one. But it's a super handy. Okay, it's next to the ADI right there. Over here. Too much rudder. And I almost failed my steep turn there. Actually, I did. We're in meters. I failed it pretty bad. Yeah, I feel like punching through the clouds. Let's do it. Alright, so 270 is my rotate speed. See if we can't find the airbase at this point. I wasn't paying any attention, so we might not. And there's kind of an annoying cloud layer. It's somewhat low. There it is. I think one of these is for like a really weird instrument approach landing. I worked on it a little bit last time I was working with the Viggens. And one is just for like a visual landing. It's really a wacky system, the instrument approach. No idea what gear overspeed is. It's intentionally bleeding. Oh, come on. I was intentionally bleeding a little bit of E there. The runway was up here, wasn't it? Doesn't look like runway, it looks like taxiway. Yeah, the Viggen's so easy to get behind the power curve. Okay. We did that slightly wrong. It's also just so easy to pull alpha that you can really bleed all your E incredibly quickly. Same time, it's not a fighter, it's an attack aircraft, but it would have a really nasty ability to put the gun on something if it needed to. Really? Just because it can rate that nose. Have one shot, and then it'd be a sitting duck, but it can rate that nose. Alright. Good enough.